Hello guys, it's Ryan Ho back with another video. Today I want to review the Eksa GT1. Now this is a gaming true wireless earbud that comes in around a price of $50. And the thing that makes this stand out from other earbuds to me is its low latency. So they kind of market like a 38 millisecond low latency. And that makes a lot of difference because if you're trying to like either watch a YouTube video or play games, the amount of lag you see between like someone's mouth moving while you're watching a video and when you hear it is kind of like big, when especially when I've had like, you know, really popular headphones like the Sony wireless ones where I literally see the mouth move first and then I hear it later, and that's very just disorienting and it's not really a great experience. Well, this earbud kind of avoids that issue and it's really good in that sense. And especially if you're trying to play games wirelessly, having low latency helps a lot, because I've played games with this using like Valorant, and I've also played games on mobile with this, and it helps a lot. I would say I recommend using, you know, for I think most people would probably use this with their mobile phones when they're out and about, but I still try it with my PC anyways, just for fun, and it worked really well as well. Now, please like and subscribe down below. It really helps my videos out. I'm trying to hit that 1,000 subscriber mark, so any help would be appreciated.
Last player standing.
All right, so let's look at the build quality of the Eksa, right? So these things have like RGB on the side, which is kind of cool. They shine up when they're in your ear. They're shaped very much like the AirPods Pro. So like the shape is very similar in a lot of areas. It looks the same on the back, the front. They really are shaped like almost carbon copies. So I actually went on a run with them and everything, and they fit in my ear really well. They're very comfortable since they're very similar to me. Honestly, I like the fit a lot. And yeah, there's not much to talk about that. They come with multiple tips, so you get 3 different tips. So you get a medium, large, and a small tip as well, which is kind of cool. They have touch controls on the back, so if you touch this, it has different functions. So I can show you guys different functions that it has. So they have different touch functionality, right? So 1 tap is your voice assistant. 2 tap is when you change the game mode and music mode. And also you have to switch to game mode every single time you turn it on. It doesn't remember your settings. So that might be one downside or improvement they can make in the future. You can also play and pause by touching the side. And then the other thing that's interesting is you can actually pick up calls and hang up calls. So there are different ways to pair this to your phone. It's pretty easy. I think the easiest way really is if you have them inside your case, which of course they snap in. But if you take them out of your case, they automatically enter pairing mode. So then you can just discover them on your phone and then connect them. Of course, an interesting thing about this product compared to other products is like other products don't automatically enter pairing mode when you take them out like these do. So I think pairing makes it easier. Another thing you can do as well to pair with it is you can actually just manually pair it with, you know, by turning it off and on the side buttons by holding them. So for a few seconds, and they all explains that all in the manual as well. If we take a look at the accessories, you actually get a cable to charge it with. So it's actually charged through USB-C on the back of the device. So you just plug that in there and then plug this into your computer or wall outlet for USB. So that's nice. And then you get your extra tips in here. So default, they have the medium tip installed, but there's large tips if you need them and smaller tips if you also need those as well. So if I compare these to the AirPods Pro, which keep in mind the AirPods Pro is like 5 times more expensive than this, is that the shape is very similar, the fit is very similar, so they're both very comfortable. Sound quality wise, of course, the AirPods Pro sounds better because it's just way more expensive. But if you actually like bass or the quantity of bass, The Eksa actually has more quantity of bass, so I think you enjoy that more. Then you would choose that. But the biggest difference really between these products is the Eksa is made for gaming, right? So this thing has a low latency. So when I kind of hook these up to my PC, the AirPods Pro just lags. Like you can see the difference in like the person's mouth is moving and then you hear it later versus the Eksa, you don't have that problem. The person is literally talking at the same time. So when I want to watch movies or consume media, it's really good for that. I also try these with Valorant, and when you need really fast responsiveness, the Eksa's low latency helps a lot more because obviously the AirPods Pro, just the lag is way too high and you'll basically be dead before you even hear the sound. So that's definitely a big difference between these and what really makes this Eksa a gaming product. So the case that this comes in is pretty cool. Kind of have the charging, so you'll see where it's charging and it'll move down like to 2 to 3 to 1 to show that it has less battery. And then also it gives you kind of this RGB case if you kind of like that, or it can be used as like a night light too, I guess, because it shines like that and it's kind of an interesting design element for sure. And yeah, the case is actually not too big. So like here's the AirPods Pro case versus Eksa. I mean, you can put them on top. They're very close in size and they're round. So the Eksa is a little thicker though. It's definitely taller than the AirPods Pro. But yeah, they'll both fit in your pocket fine. All right, so this is splash resistant. So test it out. Just tried it out after I splashed it. It definitely still works. So that's good to hear. So the question is, how does the Eksa GT1 sound, right? So the sound of these is kind of bassy if you use it in the music mode. The music mode really does have a lot of bass. And if you really like that enhanced bass experience, it definitely has it. Now, when you move on to its other mode, which is my preferred mode, is game mode, right? The game mode, the sound signature actually changes and it becomes a lot more balanced in that mode. So you don't have just this overwhelming thumping bass. It's actually much more even with the frequencies. You can hear the vocals, you can hear the bass and everything much better. And that's the mode I prefer to listen to it in, as well as you can also in the low latency mode or the game mode, right? It has faster latency, so you get kind of the benefits of everything with a better sound signature as well, right? The detail of this headphone is, I would say, just about the same as its price, around $50 worth of detail. And it's good, but I mean, obviously the primary function of this headphone is really for gaming, right? And I feel like it does a really good job because I do feel like the music mode has a little bit too much bass, so I think that would drown out some of the details that you could hear, versus when you use it in game mode, it doesn't have those issues. So in the game mode, it sounds much more balanced, right? So it brings down that bass, so it kind of gives you more detail, so you can kind of focus on like footsteps more and everything without all the sound just kind of booming out everywhere. So it helps you a lot with like your locational accuracy. But honestly, like I said, it sounds good for just music in general too in that mode. So the question is, do I recommend the Eksa GT1? And I definitely do. Now, the thing that is the best thing about them is the low latency, right? So you can play games or even consume media, watching movies, videos, and everything without having that huge lag that other wireless products have. I feel like that's what makes them a lot cooler and a lot more better than other wireless products. And I feel like that really differentiates them. And if that's what you're looking for, I definitely recommend these.
If I get deagled in the face. Oh, there's a grenade.
Omen killed.
Oh, shoot. Oh my god.
Oh, he's up. What?
Remove.
Hey, heal.
That dude dropped.
Sage, do you have heal? I'm behind you. I'm behind you.
Side's clear. 3 down. Healing.
One push, ropes.
One enemy remaining.
4 down. Reloading.
One. Nice.
Oh,
You're sick, dude.
So anyways, please like and subscribe down below. It really helps my videos out. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.